Now, a new poll has revealed most Australians want the country's immigration intake paused to give the housing market an opportunity to catch up. The Resolve Political Monitor conducted for the Age newspaper found 53% of voters thought immigration was too high. Voters said the high intake of people was putting pressure on housing, health and education services. Adam, only 1 in 3 voters thought the current immigration level was acceptable.
Yeah.
I think that says plenty.
Yeah, well, look, it's hardly a surprise, and I think this is a great opportunity, actually, for the Coalition when they finally have an immigration policy. They've basically been absent on this issue the whole year, pretty much. It's only been One Nation, which, of course, by the way, has been surging in support, that has been saying that immigration levels are too high, and that is what the community thinks. And of course, if the Coalition was saying it was too high as well, those numbers would be even higher, right? Because people would change their mind. So it's a great opportunity. It should change, and you know, these people are right. I mean, it's 350,000 people a year net migration at the moment. That is extraordinarily high. It's the highest of any country in the Western world as a percentage. No one has more immigration than Australia at that level. So people are right. It is too high, and we're seeing that in house prices, infrastructure and health, as you said. So it's just a matter of time. Someone has to seize this issue and prosecute it.
Jack, it took forever for the Coalition to come to a position on net zero, a position that was sufficiently different to Labor. How long is it going to take to get an immigration policy? When are they going to land on a figure that, again, differentiates them from Labor and gives the Australian people a clear choice?
Well, exactly. Are they going to be too crippled by internal fighting to actually do the only smart thing that they could do in this situation, and to campaign to lower migration numbers? It's so obvious the majority of Australians want this. And I'd also make a point as well, when you've got both major parties in lockstep on these major issues, the polling resembles that. And I'll just mention that The Voice, 70% of Australians supported The Voice until one day they didn't. Now, if you campaign on an issue, you change hearts and minds. And right now, the Coalition is absent from this. It creates space where voters are going to One Nation because they're not feeling listened to. And the Liberal Party in particular has a big issue where they are too scared of corporate Australia, because corporate Australia wants high immigration numbers because they want to pay people less to do those jobs. And the Liberal Party traditionally, historically, is lockstep with these corporations, and Labor has very successfully pivoted into being closer aligned there. The Coalition needs to understand, though, that this is their moment electorally. This is how they can actually win an election if they come forward with a campaign. You've already got the majority of Australians want it to happen, and that is in the absence of a national debate happening. So there is right now margin for those numbers to completely blow out. And that is how you take down an Albanese government. You find 2 or 3 really fundamental issues: energy, immigration, cost of living, and you campaign solely on those issues. And honestly, it's shocking, absolutely shocking that they haven't realised this yet.
They've got people within the opposition who are offended by the term mass migration. I mean, that's where we are. It's part of the reason why there is no coherent policy that is giving the Australian people what they're crying out for, which is lower numbers of immigration. Now, talking about the corporate sector and what they're up to, let's talk about ACON. It's one of Australia's largest lobby groups, trans lobby group. Hundreds of businesses and government agencies compete in its Workplace Equality Index, which they get points on offer for things like having a cupcake day or gender-neutral bathrooms or gender affirmation leave, all sorts of political activism. The index ranks each organisation out of a score of 200 on how they implement ACON's policies. And among those organisations is the ABC, which has spent tens of thousands of dollars implementing ACON's workplace demands, and it's achieved platinum status for its commitment to trans rights. Shaq, the Australian newspaper has done some absolutely superb work in the recent days in exposing the manner in which ACON exercises this enormous power, this enormous influence in the corporate sector, in government agencies as well, and the public broadcaster is amongst them, but the power they wield extends to the private sector as well.
Yeah, well, look, the reporting on gender issues, there's been a reckoning in the BBC as well, where they've had to go back and realise that basically every story they were doing on trans issues and gender ideology was through a positive lens. Everyone who reads the ABC, watches the ABC, knows that they are guilty of that crime as well. So if you've got an organisation which is a lobby group, which is pushing very contentious ideas about puberty blockers and the gender-affirming approach, the same sort of stuff that got Tavistock shut down in the UK. Some people say it's even worse what we're doing here in Australia, and there will be a reckoning. The ABC is now on the side where that lobby group is giving them a platinum badge. So basically what they're saying is that journalism is so biased and one-sided that the lobby group is recognising them with a badge of honour. The journalist should not be wanting to be celebrated by the lobby group. The journalist should be wanting to basically say what is one side and what is another view. And that is absent from the ABC, and that is the problem. We're paying for this. You pay for this with your tax dollars, and they have taken an editorial position. And it's an editorial position which, in my view, in 10 years' time, everybody will accept it was the wrong thing to do.
Oh, absolutely. And they will, Adam, memory hold their activism in this. The ABC, I'm sure, will hope everyone has selective memory loss when it comes to the role they played in pushing this ideology. But it goes beyond the ABC. This is essentially a social credit system, a Chinese Communist Party style social credit system for the corporate world.
Yeah, look, that's exactly right. I mean, the ideology is extremely far left, extremely totalitarian, and you can make the same arguments with big corporates too. I mean, the vast majority of shareholders in those companies, be it through their super funds or directly, would not have the same values as that organisation at all, and yet the boards of these companies are siphoning money to it. I mean, it's wrong, and it's good that it's been brought to our attention. It's a sad fact that the elites of our society, their views are completely opposed to the vast bulk of people. That's the sad reality at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Now, before you go, Jack, I've got to get your input into this news. This is good news. This network, Sky News Australia, has cemented itself as one of the world's most popular political news channels online. We broke into the top 10 most watched news channels on YouTube globally, finishing in 9th position ahead of the BBC. Jack, it's an incredible result. You are heading the digital team. You can take a lot of credit for that. Are there any other Australian broadcasters in that top 10 list?
No, I mean, they're not even close. And Rita, I know why you love this story, because you're our number one performer there on YouTube. We've obviously got Power Hour with Gabriella Power, who's sensational as well. And the format that I think that you guys do so well is if there is something that's difficult to talk about, you're up for the challenge. You're in there to have a crack at it, debate things that are maybe a little bit more contentious than other broadcasters, and people are screaming out for that. They're crying out for conversations that are more engaging, that they aren't just these cookie cutter replicated conversations where everybody says the same predictable, boring thing. And I think that it's a testament to the work you do, Rita, that you've got so many people internationally that follow you. It's a testament to the work that you and your team do. It's great to see.
And also the great local guests. Also the great local guests too.
The great local guests.
Yeah,
Let's never forget Adam Creighton. Thank you so much for your time tonight. And Jack Houghton, congratulations to you and the rest of the digital team. An incredible result.